Here we have Gala Rose, and this is a really adorable 3-year-old 15 three-hand thoroughbred mare, and she's by Volatile, and I don't think I've had one of those before, but that's out of a Violence line, and I've had a few Violences, and they tend to be very nice. So this is her first post-track ride, and today in Maryland, it's 95 degrees. Real feel, I'm sure, is around 105 degrees, and it's 200% humidity. So it is just awful to be outside. And the icing on the cake is that not only is it miserably hot and humid, but um, an Amish crew came this morning to do these concrete jobs that my dad and Billy needed done around the farm. So if you look when we're on the other long side, the long side closer to my house in the background, you'll see throughout all the rides that I did today that there's concrete trucks and Amish men working, and so just tons of noise making and spooky factors going on. And she was excellent. All the horses were excellent today. I was just so impressed with all of them and their ability to do a really good first post track ride and to tolerate that sort of distraction that was going on outside the ring. So she was the first one I sat on this morning. And honestly, I mean, what a simple, cute little mare this is. She figured out the contact right away. She's a cute mover. She's really nicely plump. So she's 15.3, which obviously isn't very tall, but there's plenty to wrap your legs around. She's sort of a chunky girl, and she has an adorable face, a really cute little canter. And there's really just nothing I don't like about her. I think she's totally adorable. She really started to figure out the contact. When I first got on, she didn't really understand anything about connection, which is fine. They don't need to. I don't expect them to. But she didn't have any issue with giving it a try. So as the ride got on and we had more time to talk to each other, she really figured it out, and she ended just absolutely beautifully in the contact. And so you'll see that this is asking for the left lead canter. The first time I asked her, she picked up the right lead. She gives me some really nice straight steps here coming around the corner, so I decided that's a good time to ask again. And then a good left lead canter transition. And she's just a really balanced, compact type, so just very easy to sit on in the canter. Obviously takes quite a bit of leg. She is surely a candidate that I'll probably wear some little tiny spurs with the next time, because I was doing some pony club kicking there with my outside leg. I just think that she is a super cute canner, makes a good package shape. So this mare, she actually only has one start, and that start was in September of last year. I think it was September 13th, 2024. She had one start where she was extremely non-competitive, where she finished sixth. And then they gave her the winter off and brought her back this spring, and she has several published works from this spring, the last being June 10th. But she was just not training well enough that they thought that she would be any more competitive than she was last fall. So they just decided it was not worth it to continue pushing when she just clearly wasn't showing any knack for it, which I can tell you I completely agree with, because she definitely takes quite a bit of leg, and not like in an exhausting type of way, but I mean, I think it's in a comfortable, pleasant way. Most people prefer to ride horses that require leg versus hot horses that want to keep powering around. So here she really started to sort of figure out the connection and how to come through a little bit. When I asked her for her right lead, I think it took us a couple of times to get it. I left it all in here. I'm feeling a lot braver about leaving the imperfect parts of the ride in the video now that I talk over the video, because at least I can explain and provide some context. Here I am attempting to get her to canter, and we achieved a medium trot into a left lead canter. And there we go. That was actually quite a good transition when she did give it to me. And she didn't do her, I didn't have to go through the medium trot to get to the canter that time, so that was good. A little bit of leaning. I lost the outside shoulder there going through that corner. And then here, this is very cute, making it a really nice shape, good package, good balance. Just an adorable little mare. Coming around this time, I was thinking I must ride a better corner. There we go. That was much better. I did cheat a little bit and not go all the way into the corner, but I'm going to say that's okay. And then look at this beautiful trot as she comes out of the canter. She really puts it together here. The bugs were terrible. If you see her tail swishing, the flies and the beetles. For some reason, the beetles just love to hit the horses in the head. It's extremely annoying for them. It's annoying for me. And then this was quite nice here. So she was trotting so nicely after we did that right canter work that I thought, let's just go back to the left for just a minute and see if I can get her that nicely to the left. And then I thought we'd be done. This whole ride was 20 minutes or less. It was very efficient, really, thanks to how wonderful she was and how level-headed. There we go. And then she gives me the same nice work in the trot. She really comes through here and connects. I can feel her pushing from behind, a nice light feel in her mouth. Yeah, really, really good here at the end. This is lovely. Really fun to ride. So straight coming out of that corner. What a good girl. And then such a lovely trot. Yeah, I really couldn't be more happy with her. She got the day off rolling on the absolute best foot forward. She was just totally lovely. It never fails to impress me how wonderful these horses can be, just coming right out of the box. First post-track ride, and they're just easy and they're willing and just really fun. Super good girl. So here I've got a little bit of walking at the end. I know some people really love to see their walking. And then there's about a minute of cross tie footage of her at the end of the video.